Can we start with just a small introduction of yours?
Okay. My name is Munz. I'm a musician, I'm a designer, photographer.
So, we're talking about your band.
Yeah, yeah.
Could you talk about what maybe money is like in the music scenes and like that was part of the question.
Yeah. So I've been in the band for like more than 15 years now. I don't remember taking like 100 rupees from the band and saying like, oh, this is band money. That band for anybody, including the manager, our Sankit, our manager working in the band, for all of them, it's the passion. It's the real passion, right? Like the thing you do not for money kind of a passion. Music is just that for all of us. It's not our day job, so we are not really worried about what the income you're getting out of the band. And I don't know whether you know, in India, metal it's still I still get calls from organizers and they ask us to play a show for 20,000 rupees. We have 6 band members plus manager. Just imagine the bus ticket cost or train ticket cost or a flight cost, right? That itself will be like more than that. And we are still playing shows for a very less amount of money. And sometimes we are also part of other bands. When we do a show for them, we sometimes get the amount of money TDT makes in a year with just one single show, right? So that's the scene with metal in India. So we don't make a lot of money. Whatever the money we are making, we put that back into the band, maybe buy guitar strings or we buy drumsticks and maybe put that money for our next music video or like our album or studio sessions and things like that. Yeah, so money is not a thing with metal in India. The downtrodden's, we don't make a lot of money. Yeah, that's the reality. But now we have that legacy, that okay, this band been around for like 15 years. So when we call them, we should not ask them to play for free. So we don't get like, can you come and play a gig for your exposure kind of a call. That, yeah, exposure, that we don't get anymore, which we are so grateful for. We worked 15 years, blood and sweat, for not having the call. So that's how it is. So money is not a thing with the band, but we are self-sufficient, right? We put money from our pocket also, but it's not like how it used to be. You know, we used to take money from our parents, book a bus ticket and go and do like a free show. We don't do that anymore. So yeah, that's the only money progress in the band. See.
Was there like the band funded by the team members? Is that how it works? Like anybody?
So we do shows, and with that we fund for our needs, like buying a new instrument or studio sessions and things like that. So we are like a break-even kind of a situation, but still there will be situation where we have to put money from our pocket. Say now we are working on the album, right? And we need to pay the other artists work with us. For example, our producer for the music, or for music video we might have to get a director or a DOP and the production crew, and we need to pay them, and that comes from the shows that we do. That's the only source of income. And we also sell merchandise. And the thing is that we call ourselves the downtroddens, right? And we don't want to make a merch where a college kid have to suffer. When we put out our merch, we make it very affordable for people to buy. So there is no major income from there also. So yeah, but we, like everyone in the band, like they're all doing pretty good, fortunately, and we are able to fund for our needs without taking a help from outside. So yeah, self-sufficient band.
So, can you talk a little bit about how you're doing a corporate career here, but also a band and creative side,
Yeah.
outside as well?
Yeah.
It's creative as well.
Yeah. So one of the interesting thing about art is that it helps me connect with people. I love their stories. I love playing with their emotions. You know, like the idea in my head, when I put that as a music piece, people hear it and it changes their emotion, right? I love that. Similarly, when I do a design, right, when I when I write something as a copy, or when I do something as a visual and somebody sees it and it gives like a smile on their face, or it made them think differently, that's amazing for me, right? So music, or whether it's design, it helps me connect with people. Whenever I meet a person, I have something to talk about. I'm not looking down upon any other career or career choices or anything. But if I'm in any other field, right, if I'm in, say, in finance, or even if I'm an investor, even if I'm like doing anything else but art, I don't know what else to talk about when I meet them, right? Now when I meet anybody, any stranger, I'm able to connect with them, right? The moment I say I'm into a little bit of music, there is something to talk about. When I say I'm into design, then there is something to talk about. That's what I love about these two things. Process is almost the same. That's what I have realized. You have an idea in your head, you put that into lyrics, you put that into a song structure, then you are composing it, tracking it, then you are releasing it, and someone else is hearing it, they are liking it, they are giving you the feedback. All right, you're trying to uh, uh, the whatever the idea you have in your brain, you are giving that through music, with sound, with lyrics. That's what you're doing with music. Design is also exactly like that. When you're doing music, you don't have like a mission statement, because you're not trying to sell anything, you're just trying to communicate. Here, design, you're doing exactly that, but with the mission statement. There is a reason why you are doing this art, right? Maybe you're trying to sell something, or you are trying to give an awareness, right? Maybe but in this side, it's not an art competition kind of a thing. Here you are always like, you want to make this should have this kind of a quality. That's your concerns there. On this side, it's more like, okay, this brief is different from the last brief. You're trying to sell something here, you're trying to give like an awareness here. There is like a different reasoning for it. So the process is exactly the same, right? So that way I don't feel very different. Our drummer, he worked for Accenture, he's completely into software and everything. It's not very creative as such, and like it's more of a job. For him, coming out of office, sitting in front of a drum kit, it's like a switch. For me, I can just walk from the office, go to the jam room and start singing, because the way I am, the way I dress, and the way whatever I do in office, it's not very different. So that way I'm very comfortable. I don't have to switch.